Good day to our respective lecturer, Dr. Lu Mingpei, and hello everyone. My name is Nur Fatihah binti Ahmad, metric number 280286. So, today we are from Group 9, will be presented about the Avillion Berhad Company. Next, I will introduce our group members. The first one is me, Fatihah. The second one is Nasuha. The third one is Hana, Atasha, and Shalini. Before we go further, I would like to explain about the introduction of the Avillion Berhad. Avillion Berhad is a Malaysian-born hospitality powerhouse that began with the real estate and hotel development company in 1994. Then, it has grown into the travel and hotel group over the year. Their main activity is a hotel, resort, property management, spa, travel and tour operations. Their vision is to be the curator distinctive hospitality, product and services with an Asian flair. While their mission is to be the dependable and accountable partner that provides exceptional hospitality for life-changing events and adhere to best practice in the areas of the people development, corporate governance and social responsibility.
Hi, my name is Amira Hana. My metric number is 276986. I'm going to present the operating cycle of Avillion Berhad. If we look at the graph attached in the slide, in 2019, the operating cycle is 284 days, which is shorter than in 2020, which is 547 days. Next, the operating cycle in 2021 is 1,678 days. That is much longer than in 2020, which is 547 days. The operating cycle in 2022 is slightly shorter than in 2021, which is 1,678 days and 1,552 days, respectively. The last one, in 2023, it took 832 days of operating cycle compared to in 2020, which is 1,552 days. This shows that the COVID-19 pandemic significantly affected Avillion Berhad's operating cycle. The operating cycle was shorter in 2019 but increased in 2020 and further spiked in 2021 due to the impact of the pandemic. However, there was an improvement in cash flow management in 2022 with the operating cycle decreasing in that year. Additionally, the inventory management of Avillion Berhad improved from 2022 to 2023 as indicated by the decrease in the operating cycle to 832 days in 2023. This means in 2019, Avillion Berhad has the best operating cycle compared to others. In 2019, the company is able to recover its inventory investment quickly and possess enough cash to meet obligations. It means that the company is efficient in converting its inventories into cash and has a healthy cash flow compared to the other years. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to doctor and everyone. My name is Shalini Nagarajan and my metric number is 288807. So I'm here to continue interpret the cash cycle for Avillion Berhad for the past 5 years. The cash cycle, also known as cash conversion cycle, the cash cycle is measure of how quickly a company can turn its investments into cash. The factors that affects cash cycle is consists of three main components, which is inventory days, receivable days and payable days. A shorter cash cycle is generally considered favorable as it indicates that the company is able to convert its investment into cash more quickly. On the other hand, a longer cash cycle may signal inefficiency in working capital management. Let's have a look at the Avillion Berhad company's performance for the past 5 years. Okay, the first graph, it shows that the cash cycle in 2019 is 245 days, which shows the company more efficient than 2020, which is 424 days. It is because the amount of inventory held in stock in 2019 was less than in 2020. In 2019, it was 113 million 73,000. Meanwhile, in 2020, it was 114 million and 8,000. The lesser amount of inventory held in stock, the lesser the time it takes to sell the inventory and convert it into cash. Next, from the graph, we know that in 2020, the cash cycle is 424 days, while in 2021, it is 2540 days. The trade receivable for the financial year 2021 were 4,719,000, which is lower than the trade receivable of 7,307,000 in 2020. The company also mentioned a charge for expected credit losses and a significant drop in revenue due to the impact of the COVID 19 pandemic. Next is the cash cycle in 2021 and 2022 does not really have a significant difference. In 2021, it is 2540 days, while in 2022, it is 2181 days. Based on the annual report for 2022, the trade and other payable for the financial year 2022 were 6,043,000 compared to the 10,479,000 in 2021. This indicates a decrease in account payable in 2022 compared to 2021. It shows the efficient management of accounts payable can help extend the time it takes to pay supplier, which can help free up cash for other purposes. Then the last is graph shows the cash cycle in 2023 is much shorter than in 2022, which is 743 days and 2181 days respectively. One of the reasons that could have affected the cash cycle is the operating cash flow. The operating cash flow for 2023 is 5,183,000, while for 2022 is 2,885,000. If the operating cash flow shows as negative, it indicates that the company's operating activities did not generate enough cash to cover its operating expenses and other obligations during that period. Overall, it can say that in conclusion, the best cash flow among the years mentioned appears to be in 2019, with a cash cycle of 245 days. This indicates better operational efficiency compared to the following years. Thank you, that's all from me.
I will continue with part type of working capital finance. The bank chosen by our group is Maybank Berhad. Maybank Berhad provides several types of working capital financing facility for every company that needs it. There are four types of working capital financing that Avillion Berhad can apply for, namely SME Women Entrepreneur Financing, SME Fixed Deposit Extra, Biz Plus I. Next, Maybank offer SME Fixed Deposit Extra. A variable option is the Maybank SME Fixed Deposit Extra, which provides flexible working capital borrowing backed by current fixed deposit. SME Fixed Deposit Extra is essentially a financial product that takes advantages of the security provided by a SME current fixed deposit with Maybank. Companies are able to obtain financing up to 200% of the value of the fixed deposit, which is a substantial infusion of capital for a range of purposes. This includes paying for overhead, making inventory purchases, and taking advantages of unforeseen business prospects. SME Fixed Deposit Extra streamlines the process, in contrast to typical loan choice, which is frequently called for substantial documentation and collateral in addition to already owned asset. Firstly, Maybank Berhad offers SME Women Entrepreneur Financing, a comprehensive financial assistance program created especially to solve the particular difficult experience by female entrepreneurs in launching and expanding their enterprise. By giving them the financial resource, tool, and assistance they need to overcome obstacles and realize their entrepreneur ambition, this funding program seeks to empower women. Maybank is aware that when it comes to financial support, female entrepreneurs frequently have unique needs and demands. Consequently, in order to meet the various demands, women-owned enterprise, the SME Women Entrepreneur Financing Program provide customized financial solution. Furthermore, training and capacity building. Maybank understand that empowering women businesses to succeed require more than just giving them financial. Furthermore, products for working capital finance are offered by Maybank Berhad through BIS+I. BIS+I functions as a revolving credit facility, providing ready access to capital for companies to use as needed. In contrast to the typical loan model, this one does not require a fresh application and approval process every time you want to access extra fund. Moreover, fixed deposit, extra Islamic fixed deposit and specific investment can amount the easily accessible liquid asset that BIS+ use as collateral. For startup and smaller firms that might not have access to traditional form of collateral, this means that the product can be accessed by businesses without requiring substantial physical access as Finally, Maybank Berhad offer working capital credit solution under Syarikat Jaminan Pembiayaan Perniagaan SJPP scheme. Securing financing for the initiative is a common difficult faced by small and medium enterprise SME in the competitive and dynamic Malaysian business scene. By offering loan guarantee to qualified SME, the government back up Maybank Syarikat Jaminan Pembiayaan Perniagaan SJPP program collaboration with Maybank to close this gap. This guarantee loan for operating costs, equipment purchases or debt restructuring, helping company get through hard time and accelerate their growth.
Hi, my name is Siti Nasuha binti Muhammad Rasadi. My number matric is 285346. I will explain about list of documents required by Maybank Berhad in applying SJPP scheme. First is last 3 years audit accounts and latest management account, which is they need to provide copies of company audited financial statement for the past 3 years, including the latest management account, if financial year closed more than 6 months ago. Second is certificate of incorporation, business registration form and operating license. They need to submit a copy of company certification of incorporation or business registration form, including the operating license relevant to the business. Next is M&A or partnership deed. They need to provide a copy of memorandum or an article of association if the company is incorporated, or the partnership deed if applicable. Next is latest form 24. They need to including a copy of the latest form 24 detailing any allotment of share. Next is latest form 49. They need to submit a copy of the latest form 49 which provide particular of director.
Thank you, Nasuha. Before we end our presentation, I would like to conclude overall of the presentation. I think that the company is not efficient as the other company. Since after COVID-19 pandemic, the operating and cash cycle is starting to abnormal and weird. That's why Avillion Berhad need to focus more on their inventory management and enhance on the collection of the account receivable, so that they can improve their operating and cash cycle. I think that's all from our group. Thank you.